Page one, your Pratt Pack, sticking up for the commander-in-chief. There's a new sheriff in town. Remember those great Clint Eastwood movies or the Duke John Wayne? It would open up with that scene, that panoramic view of maybe somewhere destitute, no one but tumbling weeds, and yes, the heat hovering from the ground in the wild, wild west. And then all of a sudden, in the horizon, you could see a shadow, a figure, galloping into the frame. And it was your hero. Look, I love what this man is doing. Marine One getting ready to go to the NATO summit. I will not repeat what he had to say to finish off the conversation, but it was one big exclamation mark. Violating the ceasefire. And he even went as far as to say, look, Israel, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Iran, you definitely have not been doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I've had enough of it right now. You folks have been fighting for thousands of years. Bottom line, you got to figure it out. This is the man that has taken charge. He has got an entirely new look when it comes to that position and that desk in the Oval Office in Washington, D.C. America needs some true grit. America needs someone to ride tall in the saddle. And I'll be honest with you, it reminds me a lot of conversations that I had with my father at the dining room table after he worked all day and was wondering what in the world I was doing all day, enjoying the summer fun as opposed to taking care of business around the house. The bottom line is, before he would go down and take another plateful of my mom's delicious pasta, he'd make that eye contact with me, and he would simply say, "Are we all on the same page, aren't we? And it won't happen again, correct?" And I would simply nod, and he would say, "That's exactly what I wanted to hear." And he would go back to enjoying his pasta and picking up the conversation of the loveliness of that incredible family that I wish sometimes I could click my heels and go right back to that house in New Brighton. But the great thing about that house was moderate politicians who resided in that house. My mother a Democrat, my dad a Republican. No, they didn't always agree, and sometimes their voices got a little octave or two higher, but in the end, they were on the same page as being Americans. Look, whether you like this guy or not, he is taking charge. He is running the show. The buck stops here. I'm the guy in charge. I'll have the final say. I'll make the decision. If you don't like it, too bad. The American people have spoken, and one thing he is doing, he is working. I have never seen a politician at any level work as hard as this guy does when he doesn't need to be doing any of this. So I applaud you, Mr. President, for taking a stand and really trying to barter a peace agreement between our ally Israel and their lifelong enemy and the enemy of others like us, Iran.